continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Ronnie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap. Fields eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position. So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Second and 3. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play that time on a catch and run. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here. A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up. Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Able to spin free. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and 8. One play action. Fields out to his left. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Off play action. Fields escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now Montgomery running right. About 3 yards there to the 27.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessful.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields going to let one fly for Robinson, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that, and even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54.
Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw again. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He finds his man complete. That's short. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action here on 1st down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's a 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there's no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have retaken the lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And this will be caught by Mooney. Big hold to the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Second down at 5. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Fields going to let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And firing a deep ball for Kmet. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
8 yards to go on second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a first down throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 19-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a run with Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back now at Lambeau. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Fields. Sends it toward the sideline. That's where he finds Sutton. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 4th down, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Matt Nagy wants the officials to take another look at that one. He'll throw out the challenge flag. So Matt Nagy correcting his decision to throw the red flag. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Returnable here from the 38. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 and 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Fields.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Now it's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Fields on 1st down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 29, Fields. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They snap it to Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Hooked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. If you're not going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be here.